Hello everyone. Today we are going to study chapter 8, Introduction to Trigonometry of class 10. A very new chapter for you all. Trigonometry, a new word also. Basically what we had read about a right angle triangle in our earlier classes. Now, if you think of the live objects, could you frame an imaginary right angle triangle in your surroundings? Definitely yes. Suppose if you are standing in the balcony and if you are looking at the car, you are standing here and you are looking at the car on the road, and definitely we can make a right angle triangle. Again, think of the Qutub Minar. Suppose this is the Qutub Minar. The top of the Qutub Minar is here. A person is standing here, and if he wants to see the top of the Qutub Minar, this is the imaginary line from his eyes to the top of the Qutub Minar, and this is the horizontal distance from him to the base. So again, an imaginary right angle triangle is prepared. In this way, in our daily life, we could see many right angle triangles. Basically, the word trigonometry is used to find the height and distance of some objects. The objects we cannot measure with the help of a scale, with the help of rulers and all. Suppose if I tell you that what is the height of the Qutub Minar, you are not able to tell me. You have to go through the books to see what is the height of the Qutub Minar. But in the book also somebody has identified it. And the concept by which the height of the trigonometry is measured is the trigonometry. Similarly, the width of the river. Again, it is also calculated with the help of trigonometry. The distance between two planets. Again, the concept of trigonometry. Okay. Basically, this trigonometry is made up of three words: tri, gon, metron. These are three Greek words. Tri means three. Gon means sides. And metron means measures. So, if we are studying about the measurement of three sides, means we are dealing with the concept of the term trigonometry. This is the study of the relationship between the sides and the angles of the triangle. Look here. Basically, we are talking about the right angle triangle when we talk about the term trigonometry. Now, this is the right angle triangle. In right angle triangle, angle B is 90 degree. Here it is theta angle. Let us assume this angle to be the theta. Now, three sides of the triangle, we have to name these three sides of triangle. Look here, this is the longest side of the triangle, known as the hypotenuse. And the side adjacent to the theta is called base. And the third side, which is opposite to the theta, is called perpendicular. Okay. Now let me repeat again. Let us draw a different type of triangle. Suppose this is another triangle in different direction. A, B, C. This is 90. And suppose now this time here the angle is theta. You are looking something from the upper position. So, this is the longest side, definitely the hypotenuse. You can't change hypotenuse in the right angle triangle. Hypotenuse is the longest side. Now, in this figure, what I told you, that the side adjacent to theta is base. So, here the side adjacent to theta is AB. See. So, this one is the base and the opposite to theta is the perpendicular. Clear? Let me draw one more type of triangle now. Now suppose if I have drawn the triangle in this way, A, B, C, definitely this is 90 degree. Now let us suppose here the theta angle is given to you, correct? So this is hypotenuse, adjacent to theta is the base and this one is the perpendicular. So this thing you have to keep in mind, that the side adjacent to the theta is the base and the side opposite to theta is the perpendicular, and the longest side of the right angle triangle is called the hypotenuse. Now we are going to read about some ratios of the sides of the triangle with respect to its acute angles. They are called the trigonometric ratios. Trigonometric ratios of the angle. In class 10th, we restrict our study to acute angles only. However, this can be extended to other angles. But since we are in 10th, we have to read only the basic terms restricted to acute angles. So come to trigonometric ratios. Trigonometric ratios, in short, it is written as T ratios. Now there are 6 types of T ratios. First, sin theta. Theta is what? Theta is the angle. Second, cosine theta. Third, tangent theta. Fourth, cosecant theta. Fifth, secant theta. And the last but not the least is cotangent theta. So these are 6 T ratios. Again, very new name for you all. Look here. This is right angle triangle. Let me name the sides. This is A, B, C. This is 90 degree. So opposite to 90 is the longest side. So this becomes the hypotenuse. Now base or perpendicular depends upon the theta, where I am going to take theta, whether at angle A or angle C. Let us suppose if I have taken angle theta to be this angle. Angle C is theta. So adjacent to this theta is the base and opposite to theta is the perpendicular. Okay. Now sin theta is what? Sin theta is nothing but perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Let us in short represent this by P by H. Okay. Let us represent hypotenuse by H to make it easy. Hypotenuse H, perpendicular P and base B. So sin theta is P by H, perpendicular by hypotenuse. Similarly, cosine theta is B by H. B by H means base by hypotenuse. tangent theta is perpendicular by base. Cosecant theta is opposite of sine. Cosecant is what? Cosecant is opposite of sine. So opposite of sine means it becomes h by p. Secant theta is opposite of cosine. That is h by b. And cotangent is opposite of tangent, which is b by p. So these are 6 ratios. Little bit typical. Now I am going to explain you each one by one. Just look carefully. Look here. So I have discussed about the T ratios. How many T ratios are there? 6. What is the first one I have discussed with you? It is about the sine theta for this triangle. A, B, C. This is hypotenuse. This is perpendicular if theta is here, and this one is the base. Okay, let me use the abbreviation now. So this sine theta, you can call this as sine theta. The abbreviation of SINE, sine theta, is sine theta. This is also read as sine theta only. You can't read this as sin theta. Okay, this is sine theta. And the formula for sine theta is what? Sine theta is P upon H, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Okay. Second, cosine theta. Cosine theta, the abbreviation is cos theta. What is the abbreviation of cosine theta? This is cos theta. And the formula for cos theta is B by H. Third, tangent theta. Tangent theta, the abbreviation is tan theta. And the formula is P by B. Fourth, what is the fourth one? Cosecant theta. The abbreviation is cosec theta. And this is what? This is opposite of sine theta. Fourth is the opposite of first one. So the formula comes out to be H by P. Secant theta. The abbreviation is sec theta. And this is the reciprocal of cosine theta, cos theta. So this is H upon B. And the last one is cotangent theta. Short form is cot theta. And this is opposite of tangent theta, that is B by P. So you have to learn these formulas, these ratios by heart. There is a trick to learn this formula. Okay, let me tell you the trick now. Look here. You just remember one phrase. Pandit Badri Prasad हर हर बोले. सोना चांदी तोले. I think this is very easy to remember. Okay. So what is this? Pandit Badri Prasad har har bole, sona chandi tole. Now if you remember this phrase, it's easy to learn the formula. See, S is P by H. S means what? S is sine. Sine theta is P by H. C stands for cos. Cos theta is B by H. CBH. T stands for tan. So tan theta is P by B, perpendicular by base. And these three, if you remember the reciprocals, you will easily recall the formula. Okay. So just you have to remember that sin theta is P by H, cos theta B by H, tan theta P by B. And most important thing, in the right angle triangle, you should know how to guess perpendicular and base, because hypotenuse is the fixed one. This is opposite to the right angle triangle. So it will take a little bit time to learn this formula. Okay, just recall this by heart, and after that let me proceed directly to exercise 8.1 to make the concept more clear. Exercise 8.1. Let me draw that mnemonic here. For the time being it is required. After that you people will learn the formula. What is this? Sona, Chandi, Tole, Pandit, Badri, Prasad, Har, Bole. Okay, now come to question number 1. Question number 1 is, in a triangle ABC, right angled at B. In triangle ABC, right angled at B. Okay, let us draw the triangle ABC, right angled at B. AB is 24 centimeter. BC is 7 centimeter. And what you have to find out? You have to find out sin A cos A. In the first part, you have to find out sin A cos A. Correct. So, to find any ratio, any of the 6 ratios, all the 3 sides are required. Here only 2 sides are given, 24 centimeter and 7 centimeter. I have to find out the third side, that is hypotenuse. And since this is right angle triangle, I can use the Pythagoras. So by Pythagoras theorem, in triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So this one is 24 square plus 7 square. 24 square is 576 plus 49. This comes out to be 625. So which implies AC is equal to root of 625, that is 25. So AC is 25 centimeter. Now you are having all the 3 sides of the triangle. It's very easy to calculate any of the ratio now. Now look here, in the first part they have asked about sin A. Okay, angle is given. In place of theta they have mentioned the vertex. A is the vertex. That means they are talking about this angle. If you consider this angle, this 25 is the hypotenuse, which will become the base. Definitely adjacent to this angle, that is 24 is the base, and opposite to this angle 7 is the perpendicular. Clear? So the most important part, just mention the sides, which is base, which is perpendicular, and which one is the hypotenuse. And secondly, you have to write down the formula now. Sin is what? Sin A is P by H. So write here P by H. What is P? P is 7. And what is H? 25. And you know that in the ratio we are not using the units. So we are not going to write centimeter. Okay. Now the second part is cos A. Cos A means they are talking about this angle only. This angle means hypotenuse, base, and perpendicular remains the same. Formula is cos B by H. So what is base? Base is 24. And what is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is 25. Okay. Now come to second part. In the second part they have asked about sin C cos C. now look here, sine C. Now they are talking about C, angle C. Either you draw the new figure or you can change here only. Let me draw the new figure for you to make the concept more clear. So this is our triangle, which is A, B, C. This one is 25 centimeter, 24 centimeter and 7 centimeter. This angle C is now. If this is C, 25 will the hypotenuse only because the longest side. Adjacent to C is 7 centimeter. So this becomes base, and opposite to C is 24. This becomes the perpendicular. What is the formula for sine? Sine P by H. How much P now? 24. With respect to C, perpendicular is AB. So 24. And hypotenuse is 25. Similarly, find out cos C. So cos C will be, look here, I will write here only. Cos C is what? Cos C is B by H. How much B is given to you? 7. And how much H is given? 25. So this is cos C. I hope it is clear. Okay. Now move to second question. It's very easy. Just a new chapter. That's why you have to be more concentrated. See question number 2. In figure 8.3, one figure is given to you. This is the figure. Let me draw the figure for you. P, Q, R. Angle Q is 90 degree. PR is given as 13 centimeter and PQ is given as 12 centimeter. Now your question is, you have to find out tan P minus cot R. So first of all, let us solve what is tan P and what is cot R. Okay. Then we will subtract that too. We will get our answer. Look here. Tan P. Tan P means they are talking about this angle. So before finding tan P, before finding the ratio, what is required? This third side is required. And how to find out this third side? By Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. This implies 13 square is equal to 12 square plus QR. 169 is equal to 144 plus QR square. When you shift 144 here, 169 minus 144 becomes 25 is equal to QR square, and this implies QR is equal to root of 25, that is 5 centimeter. So this comes out to be 5 centimeter mentioned in the figure. Now when you are talking about P, this is the longest side, hypotenuse. Adjacent to P is the base and opposite to P is the perpendicular. Now come to the formula. Tan P. Tan is what? Tan is P by B. Perpendicular by base. So what is perpendicular? 5. How much is the base? 12. So this is the ratio. Come to cot R. Cot. This ratio is the opposite of tan theta. Cot theta is the opposite of tan theta. This you have to remember. Okay. Opposite of tan theta is cot theta. Opposite of cos theta is sec theta. And opposite of sin theta is cosec theta. So cot R, B by P, opposite of tan theta. But they have changed the angle also. Now this time they are asking with respect to angle R. Okay. So they are talking about this thing now. If this angle is there, then adjacent to this angle becomes the base and opposite to R becomes the perpendicular. Base and perpendicular changes. Hypotenuse remains the same. So what is base now? 5. And what is the perpendicular? 12. Therefore, tan P minus cot R implies 5 by 12 minus 5 by 12, which is nothing but equal to 0. Correct? Move to question number 3. Question number 3 is, if sine A is equal to 3 by 4, calculate cos A and tan A. This you have to calculate. What is given to you? One ratio is given. Sine A is given 3 by 4. And if one ratio is given, you have to find out the new ratios. So let us draw the figure first. Always a right angle triangle. And since they are talking about angle A only, let me put angle A here, B, C. Now this is the hypotenuse. Adjacent to angle A is the base and opposite to angle A is the perpendicular. Correct? The most important part for trigonometry, you have to mention the sides. Now sine A is 3 by 4. What is the formula for sine? Sine is P by H. This implies P by H is equal to 3 by 4. And you know that if anything is given in the ratio, it is not the accurate value. You have to assume this with some variable. So let perpendicular P is equal to 3K and hypotenuse H is equal to 4K. So this is perpendicular 3K. This one is the hypotenuse 4K. What you have to find out? Base. Base is left out. So how to find out base? By Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, which implies AC is 4K square. You can take any variable. You can take A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, whatever you want to take. Okay. I have taken K as the variable. AB is, it's not given to you, so keep it as AB square, and BC is 3K square. This implies 16K square is equal to AB square plus 9K square, which implies AB square is equal to, shift 9 this side, it comes out to be 7K square, which implies AB is equal to root of 7K square. K will come out root 7K. This is AB. So write here root 7K. Now it's very easy to find any of the ratio. What they have asked? They have asked cos A and tan A. Therefore, cos A, same angle they are talking about. So cos formula is B by H. How much is B? Root 7K. What about H? 4K. Cancel K from both the side. This is root 7 by 4. Tan A. Tan A is what? What is the formula? P by B. What is the perpendicular? 3K. And base root 7K. Cancel K from both the side. The answer is 3 by root 7. I hope it is clear. The rest questions are same. Come to question number 4. In question number 4, it is given that 15 cot A is equal to 8. you have to find out sine A and sec A. 15 cot A is equal to 8 implies cot A is equal to 8 by 15. And what is cot? Cot is the reciprocal of tan. So what is the formula? B by P. This implies B by P is equal to 8 by 15. Again the ratio is given. This implies let base is equal to 8K and perpendicular is equal to 15K. Draw the figure. They are talking about angle A, so keep the angle A here, B, C. You can keep A either at this position or at this position. Means at the acute angles you have to keep A, not at the right angle triangle. Okay, so if this one is A, base, this side is base which is 8K, perpendicular is the opposite side 15K. Now hypotenuse is not given to you. To find hypotenuse you have to use the Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is 8K square plus 15K square. 64. Square of 8 is 64. Square of 15 is 225. K square. 225 plus 64 comes out to be 289 K square. And 289 is the square of 17. So the answer comes out to be 17K. 17 into 17 is 289. So now you are having all the three sides. You can easily calculate rest of the ratios. What is asked to you? Sine A. What is the formula? P by H. What is P? 15. This is perpendicular. This is hypotenuse. This one is the base. So perpendicular is 15K. Hypotenuse is 17K. Cancel K. Answer is 15 by 17. Other is sec A. Sec A is the reciprocal of cos A. Look here. Sec is the reciprocal of cos. So the formula interchanges. It becomes H by B. Okay. H is hypotenuse, that is 17K. Base is 8K. Cancel K. Answer comes out to be 17 by 8. Fifth part, try yourself. Sec theta is given to you. You have to calculate other trigonometric ratios. Do this question yourself. Come to question number 6. Question number 6. If angle A and angle B are acute angles such that cos A is equal to cos B, you have to show that angle A is equal to angle B. This you have to show. And what is given to you? That A and B are the acute angles. So let us draw the triangle in which A and B are acute angle. Let us assume this right angle to be angle C. Now, when you look from angle A, this side is the perpendicular, AC becomes the base and AB becomes the hypotenuse. Okay, so the value of cos A is, formula is B by H cos. So what is the base? Base is AC and hypotenuse is AB. So cos A, in the figure cos A is AC by AB. Now come to cos B. Formula remains the same, B by H, but the side changes because now they are talking about angle B. If they are talking about angle B, the base comes here because adjacent to the angle is the base. Now the formula is BC by AB. Since cos A is equal to cos B, this implies AC by AB is equal to BC by AB. Cancel AB from both the sides. This implies AC is equal to BC. And you know that if any triangle, two sides are equal, the angle opposite to that sides are also equal. So opposite to AC is angle B and opposite to BC is angle A. Equal sides forms equal angles. So hence angle B is equal to angle A. I hope the concept is clear now. Once again I am going to tell you that the most important part in trigonometry is to learn the ratios perfectly. All the 6 ratios with their formulas. Rest is very easy. Come to question number 7. Question 7 is, if cot theta is 7 by 8, find. What you have to find out? Two things you have to find out. First one, 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. And secondly, they said to find out cot square theta. Okay. What is given to you? Cot theta. Now this time they have not mentioned A, B and C. They have mentioned theta. So now it's up to us that where to keep theta. Which acute angle should we consider as theta? Okay. So let us draw the figure. First of all, right angle triangle. Let me name this as ABC. This is 90. Keep the theta here. If theta is angle C, this becomes the base, hypotenuse, and opposite to theta becomes the perpendicular. Now, what is given to you? Cot theta is 7 by 8. Formula for cot. Cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. So the formula interchanges, it is B by P is equal to 7 by 8. So let base is 7K, perpendicular is 8K. Base is 7K, means here is 7K, perpendicular is 8K. What you have to find out? You have to find out the hypotenuse by Pythagoras. By Pythagoras theorem, in triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So this comes out to be 8K square plus 7K square. 64K square plus 7K square is 49K square. This is, if you add these two, you will get 113K square. So this implies AC is equal to root of 113K. So this is root 113K. Hypotenuse is root 113K. Answer comes in root also. Okay. Now let us proceed to the part, because now we come to know all the 3 sides of the triangle. The first part is 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus sine theta. So look here class, this is A plus B, A minus B. So what is A plus B, A minus B? This is A square minus B square. So could I change this one as 1 square minus sine theta square upon 1 square minus cos theta square. This is also A plus B, A minus B. a square minus b square. Okay. So what is required now? Sin theta is required, cos theta is required. So let us find out from the figure. From the figure, sin theta. Sin theta, what is the formula? P by h. How much perpendicular is given to you? 8k. How much hypotenuse is given? Root 113k. Cancel this. 8 by root 113. What else is required? Cos theta. What is the formula for cos theta? B by h. How much is the base given to you? 7k. Hypotenuse is root 113k. Cancel this. So we will get 7 upon root 113. Put down the values now. 1 square is 1 minus 8 upon root 113 whole square. 1 minus 7 upon root 113 whole square. Now you have to solve this to get the answer. Okay. Let me rub this part. So this is equal to 1 minus. If you find out the square of this, you will get 64 upon 113 and 1 minus 49. Square of 7 is 49. 113. Take down the LCM. 113 minus 64 upon 113 whole upon 113 minus 49 whole upon 130. This comes out to be 49 upon 113 into 113 upon 64. If you subtract these two, you will get 64. If you subtract these two, you will get 14. Cancel this. Answer is 49 upon 64. Okay, so this is your first part. The second part is, they told you to find out cot square theta. Cot square theta is what? Cot square theta is cot theta whole square. Okay. Cot square theta could also be written as cot theta whole square. Cot theta means cot theta is required now. So let us find out cot theta from the figure. From the figure, cot theta. What is the formula for cot theta? Cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. So this is B by P. 7k upon 8k. Cancel k. So this comes out to be 7 by 8 whole square, which is 49 by 64. Correct? In this way you have to find out the ratios. Rest we will do in the next video. Till then, revise the concept, learn the ratios, take care of your health. Thank you.